Wow. Woo! Okay. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. What are we doing today? Oh, reaction video. I kind of forgot. I'm so glad I'm home. As you can see, I'm home. This is my spring break. My mom was like, hey, you want to come back? And I was like, yes, I would love to do that. We are going to be reacting. Well, I am going to be reacting to a Jubilee video.
Seeing an iPad kid, I'm like, wow, what job is he gonna have? He knows more about like, scrolling to the next video than like anything that will help him get a job.
Okay. I'm already a little confused. It's okay.
High schoolers are kids.
They're children.
3,
Literally.
2, 1.
Yes, they are.
I feel like with high school, it's such a broad statement to say high schoolers because there's a giant difference between a freshman and a senior. Like it is, that's why like when they try to date each other, it's like, why is that 18-year-old trying to date the 14-year-old? Like it just doesn't make sense. I feel like it would be naive to ignore the fact that like, especially anyone who's a senior, they're about to be a legal adult.
Wait a minute, no, you're contradicting yourself right here. Hold on, where's the light? Okay, I'm editing this right now, and I'm watching this. I'm like, you just said that these people are gonna be turning like adults when they turn 18, but 14, 15, 16, 17, you're telling me them individuals are not adults? Or are you telling me they are adults? Because you're saying when you turn 18 then you are. So high schoolers are composed of 14 to 18-year-olds, and you're saying when they turn 18 they're adults. So, but you also said you disagree to say that high schoolers are kids. Make it make sense.
I feel like there's just so many decisions, especially in high school, that we have to make.
I feel like, especially at that 16 to 18 age, you're constantly planning for your future where it's actually difficult to live in your childhood.
From the 16 to 18 age group to make decisions for your life, but at the same time, you don't even know what you want. First off, your perspective on life is so tiny. As a teenager, or at least in America, you've grown up in one small portion of the world, and then when you go off to college, boom, whole perspective on life changes because you see everyone is not just like you.
How can you consider yourself one when you're constantly planning for your adult life and future?
Bro, I can plan for what I'm gonna eat tomorrow. Does that mean I'm like an adult? No, like I can plan for what I'm gonna be doing in 10 years. That doesn't mean I'm an adult. I can plan for my birthday party. Like who I want to be there, what kind of food I want while I'm 7. I did that when I was 7. I'm planning what I want to happen in my future, and I'm 7 years old. What does that have to do? How does that correlate with being an adult? But to say that because you're a child and you're making plans automatically makes you an adult, that argument doesn't stand. It doesn't hold up.
Teachers around me always told me that I needed to prepare for my future. And I feel like, especially coming after online school and quarantine, I'm still living in that middle schooler mindset. I'm still basically like a kid.
Oh shoot, okay, these kids were like, these are COVID babies.
I feel like kid is kind of a weird word. So like it's just kid and adult. And I feel like in high school, I kind of want to be thought of as a kid because it's kind of like, oh, he's a kid, right? It's like an excuse almost. Like you're allowed to mess up. I really can't like look at my classes full of 18-year-olds and say, these are adults. I feel like now it's later and later we're turning into adults. I don't feel like we turn in, I mean, of course there's people that have to pay bills at 16, but say a high schooler is an adult. I feel like I like to know that I can grow so much more from that. Like, oh, I did that when I was a kid, not, as an adult.
Today's high schoolers have it harder than previous generations.
Oh, definitely. Just the school shootings alone. Are you kidding me? We can't have a break. We can't. And then there's the cancel culture. And then there's the Black Lives Matter movement, sexuality, and then there's relationships. And relationships are always there, but now it's just like 1 to 10. And then there's all the different protests and that. Like, I'm just trying to go to school and learn. Why does all this stuff have to just come up in between that? Yeah, I would say this. Yeah, y'all got it bad. Why?
I feel like now, our generation, we have more resources.
Okay, yes, we have resources. Technology is there. But I'm talking from a social point. Take away technology. Take high school students from 30 years ago and take high schoolers from now. Put them in a room together, you don't see a whole lot of differences. We're the ones that are gonna be like, I was traumatized in my school bathroom because they were making funny because I was fat. I mean, like, when you got bullied back in the day, you could almost die. Like, the things that be sticking your head in the toilet, the amount of bacteria that's going up into your nostrils and in your mouth and your eye, you could choke on that, and then like super wet. Oh, they might have had it worse. No, but those are just the bullies. Yeah, the bullying was much worse back then, but now I would say it's a lot. You know, it is a hard. This is a hard question. I still think we have a lot more to deal with, though.
I feel like it's an in-between thing because I feel like social situations now are much better, but back then they were much worse. I feel like there was racism, teachers could beat their own kids, and I feel like now there's so much things that we cannot do, and I feel like it's for the better.
Can I move?
When I think about this question, I kind of like went to bullying and how much easier it is to get bullied nowadays, especially on social media. You guys say that we have more resources, but I feel that the resources have kind of made us a little less smart.
She's right. I've been saying this for us. Oh, I said this a minute ago. Look at Chat GTP or Chat GPT. I don't know how to pronounce, whatever it is. That is going to make our generation stupid. And here's why. Oh, I have to write a paper on Rosa Parks? ChatGPT, tell me, give me a summary on Rosa Parks' life. It gives you the answers for everything without you even having to think. And it puts it in such a format that it fools professors. It fools college professors, and it doesn't even set the alarm for plagiarism. What I'm trying to say is, why would I do work when I can have someone do it for me? That. You have the ability to do it yourself, but by you always pushing it off onto somebody else, you become weaker in that subject. It's really bad on you. Mind you, it's a great resource, but if we're abusing that resource, then it's only gonna turn out terribly. Homegirl's right. Yeah, the resources that we have, it's low-key crippling.
I don't know, everything's just so much more accessible that I'm not really learning as much as like my mom and dad did.
But at the same time, we have free will. We have the capacity to not use things like Chat GTP or Chat PTP. I don't know. Use those. We don't have to if we don't want to. Or when you have a test and you look up the answers and you find the whole Quizlet to the test because someone's taken it before you decide to put it on the internet. It's so easy to do that, but you also have the choice not to look at that.
I feel like school right now is so easy for our generation. Like, it is so incredibly easy. Like, especially now that I'm in senior year, I mean, I'm not taking incredibly hard classes, but like, they don't even give you homework because they know you won't do it. Yeah. Like, it's like, they would rather have you pass than like teach you something. And like, the amount of kids that held back is like nothing. Like, it's just, oh, keep going ahead, go ahead. And so like, seeing like classrooms from like older generations, it seems like, oh, they're like learning, there's more respect to the teachers. Now, like, there's like such little discipline that every class is just like amok.
My friend goes to college in San Diego, and there's literally a group chat for people in a nursing major just to cheat on the work. And if we're having nurses that don't even know how to like give you medicine, stuff like that.
Bro, you're dead.
I did want to hit on how the pandemic impacted you guys.
Bro, the thing stunted our growth. It made us stupid.
I was always so great at talking growing up, and then going into coronavirus, not really like talking to my friends a bunch and like being kind of like antisocial into myself. Coming out and having to talk to adults was like terrifying. I didn't want to do it at all. I couldn't even talk to like my peers.
When I went back to school, I felt like I was still in 8th grade in middle school, so it was very hard for me to adjust.
Yeah, because homegirl was in 8th grade when she went into quarantine. That's crazy. 3 years later, you're a sophomore in high school? Wow, that's a culture shock. 8th grade. Homegirl was mad she didn't get her end of the year pizza party. Now she has to worry about freaking herpes and STDs at the school dance. Whoa.
This was the biggest impact. And I remember going back to school, I was so anxious. Like, I would take half a Xanax, you know, almost every morning because it was so bad.
I feel ready to explore my sexuality.
Very normal to explore yourself, and I think even just like having sex, it's very, very naive for any adult or anyone to ignore the fact that like people are gonna do that. Like it's or people around you are gonna do that. They're gonna talk about it, or you're gonna see it on TV. And with the internet, like we have access to everything these days. No one is judged like for waiting or wanting to try stuff, as long as everyone's being safe, as long as it's consensual, as long as you're okay.
But are you okay? Are you okay? It's a whole other conversation. No, I mean, I might get into it. Like, you're in high school, having sex, right? How does it feel when homeboy is inside of you and then he's like, I don't want you anymore, goodbye? That's normal? Like, that just happens for people? I don't get that. I don't understand people can just have sex with people and just leave. Like, sex is supposed to be such an intimate bonding between two individuals. Like, it was created by by a superior, by God, for you to, literally your bodies are connecting. It's for you to connect, to join together, to become one. And people are just doing it loosey-goosey. Like, I just don't, and for someone to say it's fine and that's normal.
I kind of like it to be delayed. I kind of like to be a kid for as long as I can.
But do you feel like people don't take you seriously if you continue to, you know, act younger and like want to be younger?
In the sense of like this question, like sexuality, like I feel like I'd rather, because right now it's like most of the pressure is just like, oh, I feel like I'm so behind because I haven't done this, and this yet, when it should be so normal.
He's right. Hypersexualization is a thing. Like, why do I see people making out in every TV show, every movie? Like, pause. Give us time to relax. Give us time to be children. Don't make this speed up. It's already hard enough just calling my doctor to say, hey, I want to make an appointment. Mind you, like, I should be able to do that because technically I'm an adult, but no. Yeah, that checks out.
My campus security are amazing. They have a personal relationship with all the students. I've had bomb threats at my school.
My school has had sexual assault scandals. Someone created an account with our school name and it was like shooting or something on this day, and our school ended up canceling school for that day, and it was horrible.
We have security guards. They're not armed, which was a conversation that came up. Should our security guards be armed? And another conversation came up. Should our teachers be armed?
Oh no, bro! Don't give the teachers guns. Never give a teacher a gun. Yes, for your safety, but think about it this way: he or she comes into school one day on a bad mood, and Jimmy decides to start talking mess to the teacher. What'd you say, Jimmy? What'd you say? Say it again. Say it again. Just knowing what I know about people, I just don't trust teachers, the ones who get the butt of society, the ones that do the most work and get the least recognition. They're expected to do great things with almost no resources. They're always on edge. Oh, and then there are always little kids trying them. I'm not giving them a gun. And I think that's where I'm going to end the video for today. I kind of already got all my opinions and such in there already, so I don't really need to talk much now. Ooh, wow, I need to take these out. Thank you guys for coming to watch. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, you could have left, but you didn't. You stayed. 3 things for you to do: like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell. Have a happy and wonderful Friday. Remember, he loves you. I love you too. See you next week.